Hi, welcome to Party Food Hero. I am Aaron. Today we're going to be making a delicious dessert that's super easy to make. It is a no-bake Nutella cream pie. So easy, so delicious. Let's go check it out. All right, now here are the ingredients you're gonna need for the most amazing no-bake dessert that you can make. One of the most amazing. It's gonna knock your friends' socks off. Now there's a real cool trick to remove these quickly. What you do is you cover them with your hand and magic. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna separate 6 of those Ferrero Rochers and chop them up. These are going to go inside of the pie. So you want to chop them relatively small. That way, every bite that you get, when you take a bite of the pie, you get a little bit of those Ferrero Rochers, and people are going to love it. The other 2 will be saved for decorative topping at the end. So you'll chop those up as well, but I like to keep those separate so I don't get them mixed up. And this is the proper way to do this. I learned this in Sweden at a chocolatier. This is exactly how you're supposed to chop up nice chocolates and then stab at your finger. Please don't stab at your finger. All right, in a large mixing bowl, you're gonna add in your room temperature cream cheese. Very important that it's room temperature because it is going to be a nightmare to try and mix this together if it is not room temperature or at least softened using your room temperature button on your microwave. So yeah, this is the hardest part. The hardest part is getting the Nutella into that cup, measuring cup, and then getting it out. Hardest part of the whole recipe. So great. All right, so once you get those in there, you are going to add in a little bit of you're going to put all of your powdered sugar in, and then you're going to mix this until it is nice and smooth. You'll want to start on a low setting. That way you don't just fling all the ingredients everywhere. And then what I like to do as well, after I have mixed it pretty thoroughly, I like to just scrape down the edges, make sure nothing got stuck on the bottom, make sure everything is incorporated correctly so that this pie will come out amazing and delicious, and your friends will love you. You will love yourself more. It just works out great. And then add in your powdered sugar. Be careful with that because you don't want that flinging all over the place. So I lower the setting as well, just till it's all mixed in. And then I will increase the speed and have it all mixed together. And this is how you do a real thorough job of scraping down those sides. Look at that, all scraping down. And then I'm making sure that nothing on the bottom is there. So I scraped underneath there too. And then there you go. And then you give it one more little mixin', Myron mixin', and then you are good to go. This filling is so good. It really is. It's so good. It's just so smooth and delicious. It's crazy how good this is. And it's crazy how easy it is to make. This takes no time. It's so easy. What I like to do too, to get all of the batter or filling or whatever you have on the beaters, I just kind of lift it above, turn it on, and let it all fling out. Let physics take its course, and then less cleaning. Now you're gonna fold in your Cool Whip, and you just fold that all in until it's combined completely, until it is light brown and looks like this. Well, I guess I should show you the folding part in case you are unfamiliar with what folding looks like. It's like this. Fold it in, fold it in, fold it in until it looks again like this. Light brown and so shiny. Look how delicious that is. Oh, it's so good. Now we're going to add in our Ferrero Rochers. And, some might get stuck to your finger and you got to eat it. That is just the risk you have to take when you're making this delicious pie. You're gonna mix that all together. Then you're going to put this inside your pie crust. Kind of smooth out the top. And then we're gonna throw this in the freezer. So let's go add this to the pie crust. You're gonna take your pre-made pie crust. Of course, if you love making pie crust, you could make your own. I don't, so we just purchased one. And this recipe is all about ease. So you're gonna take this delicious filling, you're gonna put it inside this pie crust. You are then going to smooth the top out, and then we're gonna place this inside a freezer for 1 hour. We do that so the filling gets nice and firm, not frozen, but firm, and then we'll top it with more whipped cream and then sprinkle on a little bit of those Ferrero Rochers. No one knows how that's actually pronounced except for Google. So let's get this to the freezer now that we have smoothed out the top. All right, now we're gonna top this with Cool Whip, and you're just gonna put enough to cover the innards of this pie. And then we are going to top that with more Ferrero Rochers. Now, the part that I forgot to do is you also, if you'd like, you don't have to do this. I didn't do it, still turned out delicious. You can heat up a little bit of Nutella, enough so that you can kind of drizzle it on top. Looks really pretty, really cool. I totally forgot to do that step. So, there you go. You don't have to. Doesn't make the pie worse. Just makes it a little prettier if you're into the aesthetics of this pie. I just wanted to eat it because it's so delicious. So there you go. Let's add some of those chocolates on top. Great. So you're gonna take up those chopped up chocolates, kind of sprinkle them around best you can. It's kind of difficult because these are filled with chocolate, so they kind of stick to each other, but the struggle is worth the squeeze. I think that's how that saying goes. So top it however you would like, and just try and get it as even as you can. Doesn't matter. No one's gonna eat this and be like, you want to know what would have made this taste a lot better? If you would have if those Ferrero Rochers were more evenly dispersed amongst the top of this pie. No one's gonna say that, and if they do, kick them out of your house. Let's eat some pie. But before we do, I just want to mention, you want to keep this in your refrigerator so it stays nice and chilled right until you want to serve it. Now for the gratuitous close-ups. All right, now for my favorite part of the video, I get to eat the food. This is an amazing dessert. We've made it a bunch of times, so easy to make. It is very, very rich and cool at the same time, like cold. Is something that I kind of like about it. It contrasts if you have a hot dinner. I guess most dinners would be hot, but it is an excellent dessert. Can be made very quickly, and you have those Ferrero Rochers. Those truffle things are delicious on there as well. I just want to try it. It's so good. So let's take a little bite of that. You get a little bit of everything. Get that crust and the filling and the whip. Oh my God, it's just so good. That is so smooth. Smooth, rich, decadent. You'd think that the Nutella would be overpowering, but it's not. It's kind of like a subtle note in the back. And then those truffles, the Ferrero Rochers, however you pronounce that. Those are just these little contrasting textures. So you have the smoothness of the Nutella with the whipped cream and the cream cheese, and then you get the little bites of those little truffles that are in there. It's really good. It's an excellent dessert. You gotta make it. It is something that is going to wow your friends, and the best part is it is so easy to make. But yeah, so make it, you'll love it. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow us on Instagram at partyfoodhero. Go to our website, partyfoodhero.com. All of the recipes are there, easy to find. You don't have to get a million pop-ups as you're scrolling down trying to find where the recipe actually is. No pop-ups. Recipe is just right there. It's super easy, and it always will be. But yeah, there you go. Try it. You're going to love it. And remember, be the party food hero.
Be the party food hero.